we are starting the grand finale of the Pokemon Go Fest 2025 series, which is going to be the Dark Skies event in Pokemon Go. So this is going to lead up to the Go Fest Max finale, which is really exciting. And most importantly, we got the tips, the strategies, and everything that you need to focus on during this week so you don't miss out on anything, because man, there's going to be a lot of Gigantamax and Dynamax going on this week. So there's a lot of XP and a lot of Stardust to gain. So let's get into the tips, the details, the 100% IVs, and everything that you need to know. So welcome to the Trader Club. Here we go. On Monday the 18th at 10 a.m. all the way until Saturday the 23rd at 10 a.m. we are going to have this Dark Skies version of the Go Fest, which means we are going to be playing this event with Dynamax Pokemon. Then at 10 a.m. we are going to switch over into the Gigantamax and things like that. That weekend is going to be so incredibly valuable for you guys, not only just for getting some things that maybe you haven't been able to get, but most importantly, getting tons of XP and Stardust. So what are we going to do this week? What are we going to focus on, and where are we sitting at? Well, the bonuses for this week are going to include more power spots will be active. They're going to refresh more frequently. The max particle collection limit will increase, which it seems like they haven't really disclosed what that will be. I'm hoping that it's well over that 1600 mark, especially with everything that's going on. There's going to be a remote raid increase to 30. So even if you guys don't want these Dynamax, we're still going to be having some great raids going down, which is going to be the Zacian and Zamazenta, and including the Crown Sword versions, which will come out. And I just want to tell you guys, if you do not have people to play these things with you, there are people that want to play. You can jump into the Discord totally free. That's discord.gg/thetrainerclub. Get into there. Play with these people. Invite people. Number one. Number two, if you want more exclusive raid rooms, you can jump into the Patreon and get yourself into an $8 a month raid room with more exclusive hardcore trainers. Or if you want to take it even further, you want to jump on my friends list, because I'm going to be super active during this week. You guys can jump into my raid battles, my Dynamax battles, get on my friends list, start ranking up, and be friends with all of the other hardcore players that are on my friends list that have been with me over the years. Man, we do not mess around on these days. During this week, I think we'll be able to get the Eternatus. I'm not sure if we have to wait till the weekend if we're going to be able to get it during this week, but Eternatus will be caught. We are only going to be able to get one of these guys. Please, whatever you do, it looks like they're setting these Pokemon up to be a gold bottle cap type Pokemon. They are not really saying much more than that, but this is really what they're talking about, because they're saying that it is such a strong Pokemon, which will be getting the Dynamax Cannon, which is supposedly one of the strongest Pokemon moves in the game. This Pokemon will not be able to be turned into the Eternamax version. We will only be able to fight it this coming weekend and then get Candy and XL Candy. I'm really hoping that they're going to boost that Candy and XL Candy coming from fighting this Pokemon, including the rewards, the Stardust, and the XP. But hey, I'm not the designer of this game. What do I even know about this game? A lot. Anyway, they are saying that it's going to require a ton more Candy and XL Candy. Well, they didn't say a ton, but more. And if you check out my video up here, you guys can see that the mine things, it looks like it's going to be around 4,000 XL Candy to max out this Pokemon, which is crazy to think about. But guys, this is going to be a high contender for a bottle cap in the future. It looks like they're kind of starting to set up. They gave us one freebie, and now they're going to put Pokemon in front of our face that, like, it's going to be hard not to use our bottle caps on this, unless you get lucky and maybe get a 98, maybe a 96, 100% IV. I can't wait to see those come out in Pokemon Go. I will have a win thread on Twitter that I always put out for you guys to show off what you get. And there's going to be a Go Pass for the Max Finale, which will include automatically receiving this Go Pass on Monday, August 18th. You can collect Go points up to a daily cap during the Dark Skies event. There's no daily limit from Saturday and Sunday. So it looks like what's going to happen is that during the week, the end result is going to be this Eternatus. More than likely, you're probably not going to be able to get this Eternatus until Saturday or Sunday. But once Saturday and Sunday hits, you will have no cap to be able to go after. Obviously, there is going to be a paid reward as well, as always. But you will be able to get Eternatus regardless of if you pay or not. But the feature rewards will be the Eternatus, random encounters with Dynamax Pokemon, Candy, including Eternatus Candy and Max Particles. There's going to be major milestones, including Tier 1, which is going to be increased power for Behemoth Blade and Behemoth Bash, additional Max Particles from Power Spots. Tier 2 will be even more power for both of these Behemoth moves, and increased chance for wild encounters near power spots, which can be Dynamax. And then tier 3 is going to be maximum increased power for both of the behemoth moves. Additional rewards from max Pokemon placed at power spots. So for the power spots, it looks like maybe some XL candy, which we were supposed to get from leaving our Pokemon in power spots, but we'll see what happens there. Not only that, guys, we are going to be getting a exclusive background that's going to be animated for the Dark Skies event, which I think looks pretty cool. And these with the shiny background Gigantamax are definitely going to be desirable. And if you have not used the promo code of GoFestMax, please make sure to go to the web store, redeem yourself this code, because it gives you a research encounter that will reward you a choice of one Rillaboom, a Cinderace, or an Inteleon, whichever one you guys did not have. Maybe you didn't get a good one. I would suggest going down that route, but all three of these Pokemon are the top Gigantamax attackers in their respective categories, so you can't really go wrong here. And also during this event, the RSVP Planner, which is amazing. Guys, if you didn't know about the RSVP Planner, if somebody invites you to a raid, and let's say that you go to that remote raid and it's full, and there's an RSVP thing, is all you have to do is go there. If it has more than 10 minutes left, you should be able to RSVP, and then you can invite people to that RSVP. And what does that RSVP do? It's as if you are able to see that raid battle in person. So you can basically create an RSVP for a raid that is not in your vicinity and invite. Maybe you've seen something and you're like, how is that person inviting me to a Pikachu in Indonesia? It's because of the RSVP, and now that will work with Dynamax and Gigantamax, which is great news for setting up yourself for success in these places with raid battles for things in different time zones that maybe you didn't have access to before. And these spawns during this event are going to be Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. If you guys need additional XL candy for any of these, I would suggest going after these. One of the Pokemon that I like to use during this time is going to be the Primal Groudon Mega Level 3, because it will boost the Grookey as well as the Scorbunny for XL candies. So there are none others that are really going to boost both of these, but this one does work. The only thing that will be left out is going to be the Sobble. So what you could do is catch all these, trade the Sobbles over 100 kilometers, and then you're going to have all of them covered because their Gigantamax, once again, are extremely powerful. Eventually they will have Calm Days, so you'll get more than enough XL candy, but that has not been the case so far. And then we have Wooloo and Squovet spawning as well. In 1-star raids, we're going to have Sinistea. In 3-star raids, we're going to have Galarian Farfetch'd as well as Weezing. And raid battles will be prevalent as well. So if you didn't get a good Zacian or Zamazenta, you're looking for the 100% IV. From the 18th to the 20th, we'll have the Zacian and Zamazenta. On the 21st, we'll have just Zacian, and the 22nd, we will have the Zamazenta. And then there's going to be exclusive raid battles for the Crown Sword version and Crown Shield version. So the Crown Sword Zacian will be on Thursday the 21st from 6 until 7, and then on the 22nd, we're going to have the Zamazenta in the Crown version from 6 until 7. And this is going to be where you are going to be able to get yourself more of that energy. So for the 100% IVs for the Zacian and Zamazenta, 2188 or 2735 for both of them. So those ones are going to be what you're going to look out for. I also have graphics coming out for wallpaper, so please make sure to stay tuned to my social medias and in my Discord, discord.gg/thetrainerclub, and that is going to be where you can download the highest quality version of it to put as your phone paper background so you can remember these 100% IVs. All right, guys, so focus on those if you haven't already got those. So now we're going to change over into the Dynamax. So during this event, we're going to have Dynamaxes switching throughout the event. So what do we focus on and where is our focus? So on Monday the 18th, there will be featured Squirtle, Caterpie, Ghastly, Krabby, Shuckle, Sableye, Beldum, Latias, Latios, Trubbish, Sobble, and Hatenna. So where should our focus be for this? Well, the three most powerful Pokemon during this day are going to be Beldum, we are going to have Latias and Latios. For the Latios is going to be weak to Bug, Dark, Dragon, Fairy, Ghost, and Ice. And the same thing is going to be weak for its counterpart Latias. The 100% IV will 2178, and for Latios, it's going to be 2006. And for this Pokemon, the best counter is going to be Gigantamax Gengar. And the tanky ones to put up front, I would suggest going in something like a Chansey or a Blissey, preferably that Blissey. Those are going to be the sponges, and then you can also use other Pokemon such as Snorlax that are going to absorb some of those attacks that will not go after that. But the main one you want to guard is going to be that Gengar and use and swap into when you go into the max form. And the Beldum 100% IV is going to be 558. From Tuesday to Wednesday, August 19th through 20th, we're going to have Charmander, Omanite, Kabuto, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, which are the strongest ones to focus on: Pidove, Drillbur, Cryogonal, Scorbunny, Rookity, and then we're gonna have the Dynamax versions of both of the Toxtricities. So the one positive thing about the Toxtricities is that the XL Candy has been pretty rare. So if you wanna focus on those ones for the XL Candy, you can, or if you wanna go after the other ones, you can do that too. The Articuno is gonna be double weak to Rock and single weak to Electric, Fire, and Steel. Unfortunately, we do not have a Rock type Pokemon right now that will suit this, so we are gonna be using the other three non-double weaknesses. 100% IV for the Articuno will be 1743. The Zapdos is gonna be weak to Ice and Rock, and the 100% IV will be 2015, and the Moltres, double weak to Rock, single weak to Electric and Water, and the 100% IV will be 1980. For these ones, unanimously, you can use the Gigantamax Toxtricity. For the water type Pokemon, you can use the Inteleon or the Blastoise as the attackers. The Zapdos is going to be one of the more challenging ones because we don't really have anything that's going to suit this Pokemon. So what I would suggest is using that Toxtricity to be able to go in as an attacker. And for these Dynamax legendaries that are only going to be in here, I suggest that you guys go in with 4 people. Obviously, number 1. Number 2 is that you have really powerful Dynamax or Gigantamax Pokemon and you're just throwing attacks. You are not shielding, you're not healing. The fastest way to take these Pokemon down is to do this. And then from Thursday to Friday, the 21st to the 22nd, we're gonna have Bulbasaur, Machop, Chansey, which is a great tanky Pokemon, Raikou, Entei, Suicune, which are the focus here, Wailmer, Darumaka, Passimian, Grookey, Squovet, Wooloo, and Phalanx. The Raikou is gonna be weak to Ground, 100% IV will be 1972. Entei is gonna be weak to Ground, Rock, and Water, 100% IV will be 1984. And the Suicune is gonna be weak to Electric and Grass. For the Raikou, the unanimous attacker is going to be the Dynamax Excadrill, and make sure that it does have Mud Slap on that so it does get the coinciding max move of Ground. Then for the Entei, you could use another Excadrill, or if you have an Inteleon or something like that powered up, that Pokemon is definitely worth it because it is going to be stronger in the Gigantamax form. And for the Suicune, you could use the Rillaboom or the Toxtricity. Rillaboom is stronger to go after that Pokemon. So those are the focus Pokemon that I suggest you guys go after. You can do the raid battles. Wherever your focus wants to be, you can do that. And don't forget that if you do have the Go Pass Deluxe, not only are you getting more premium rewards, but you are getting increased shiny chances for Dynamax Pokemon in Pokemon Go. So I have seen a tremendously low shiny rates for these Pokemon. I have not gotten, besides the legendaries, any shiny Dynamax Pokemon, but maybe this week they'll have boosted odds, but I am very cautious on what boosted odds mean now in Pokemon Go. So please don't use that as the primary thing for investing in this pass. Use it for going after it. So that's gonna be everything, guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Good luck out there. You have all the information, and I'm gonna have more information coming out to you guys soon. I'm gonna see you guys out in the next video. Peace.